What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're gonna do the first set of wheels in our powder coating oven today. Now these gotta go on this kit car, and this kit car is actually finally gotta get out of here like ASAP. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We got a couple surprise projects here, new builds, and a lot of other stuff to come, so stay tuned. It's about to get exciting and like really take off here. So stay tuned for that, but we're gonna get busy. First things first, we're gonna powder coat these gloss black. Let's test out the oven on a set of 20-inch wheels. Okay guys, well we've been working on this kit car here for so long. We got everything, the body's back on, it should be on permanently. Couple things that the guy who actually built the car, and I'm just finishing it, I had to like undo to redo. The windshield, I was gonna get that even fitted last night, but a bunch of ground wires kind of got like ran through the windshield holes, so I gotta put those back in there, mark the holes, drill the holes, powder coat those black, figure out how to get the frame of the windshield black. There's a lot to do. Like I said, when this car first came in, it just was gonna be silver and then like an orange stripe or something, but now that it's red and black and all the accents need to go black, including the exhaust pipes and other things, including all the stuff you're gonna see us powder coats a bunch of things here in a minute. But these exhaust pipes, considering they're coming straight out of the headers and then you've got this resonator muffler thing, I mean, we started this thing up yesterday with nothing on it and it almost sounds louder with the pipes on somehow. But in order for the whole look to be completed, we have to Cerakote these exhaust pipes black. This is black velvet. It is sprayable and air dries. You don't gotta bake it, you don't gotta do anything. But overall, this is pretty much a ceramic coating, but it's black ceramic coating. Instructions for this literally say sand blast with a 100 grit media. We used 100 grit sandpaper. Sanded this up. I tested a little section. It fills in all the 100 grit scratches and all that as well, so this should turn out very, very good. Threw a 7-inch pad on the DeWalt, and that thing actually sands so much faster than I ever could imagine, so I'll probably sand a lot of things with that giant DeWalt now. But this isn't done with a normal paint gun. You need a paint gun with a 0.8 tip. It means less fluid comes out. Like, the bigger the tip size, the more fluid. The thicker, not more fluid, I should say, the more viscous or less viscous fluid will come out. That's not even what I'm trying to say, I guess. Literally, like if you're using like a thick primer surfacer, you're using like a 1.8, 2.0, 2.5 tip, especially if you're using like clear with a bunch of glitter in it, you're using like a wide open tip to get that material through. Well, this is quite thin, so literally 0.8, 30 PSI. Spray it, I think it says 2 to 3 coats. Should tack in about an hour. And 24 hours is a partial cure, 5 days is a full cure. Says parts can be like shipped. Parts can be shipped after 1 day full cure, so probably about after 1 day you could kind of handle it, wrap it up, do stuff like that. So, but 5 days should be fully cured. But we're gonna get this loaded in the gun, strain it out, and ceramic coat these exhaust pipes. Guys, so I have literally no idea what's in this video nor not. I started filming this weeks ago, and what's actually crazy, which you don't know, is there's other things done. I know I haven't been on here for a minute. There's a lot more reasons than just what you see here. But it's like we spent the last 3 weeks and then some. Obviously, I've had this car for a minute. And then since like December, I've kind of like picked up full speed on this. However, in the last 3 weeks, you've seen this come to like fruition. The stripes on it, It's still, I did go through and polish it 3 times. It looks really, really good. I still need to wipe it down. It keeps getting pollen on it. Pollen in my eyes is crazy right now, but still need to wipe it down. I do want to wax it or do something. I was going to ceramic coat it, but it's like fiberglass and interesting, so I don't know. And the other thing that is crazy about it is this paint's going to get like scratched often because there's no way to get in this thing. And when you do get in here, you got to like, I don't know, kind of like stand up, get down, kind of squeeze yourself underneath this chair here. Oh, this is not comfortable at all. I tell you that. My feet down here, look, my knee is obviously up into the dashboard. This chair does not adjust. You've got the brake pedal and the gas pedal so close to each other. Right now, I am officially pushing both at the same time. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not good for boots, but to drive it, look, my foot's literally flat on the floor. And the thing that really sucks about it is just that much throttle, I'd be 3 streets down. This thing is stupid. It's got a lot of power. It's very light. The whole thing's fiberglass. It's put together with sheet metal, rivets, silicone, and other stuff. Literally, by the book. In the manual that's actually in the trunk, it's not really a manual, it's kind of the instruction kit. This thing is literally put together with all of that. So obviously it's a kit car. You're building a car from scratch. Obviously I got a driving frame, and I went through here, Ashley and I and a couple buddies here and there came through, and we assembled this vehicle in like 3 weeks pretty much. Because like when I started filming this a couple weeks ago, that's when we were laying the stripes the stripes on this car. So from then until now, it took us that long days, 18 hours to get this thing really put together. I'll show you this because it's different. I'm gonna give you guys a different view. Obviously, welcome. I have the camera in my hand again. I felt like the videos got very unpersonal, so that's why I'm back on this, because I don't know, and I enjoy it more. It makes me like I can talk better because I feel like I'm talking exactly to you guys, not like a film set. So anyway, kill switch here. This is your headlights. Went through, I put all LED bulbs in here, kind of updated the look of this kit. The ones you get, like there's a lot of things that come that make this thing not aggressive. So yeah, but it's obviously a Factory 5, 21 miles on the odometer. Don't know where the 21 miles came from because this car was just a chassis. There is no body on it, no lights, no nothing. So I don't know how you drove 21 miles with literally nothing besides a steering wheel and half like bolted in seats with no seat belts. But I guess I'll fire it up for you guys because you guys haven't heard this. Don't know what I'm doing here. Can hear everything kick on finally. Still need to attach this door strap. Just an interesting spot. Goes in here. There's 2 more things we got to do, and this is one of them. So this gets riveted down here, but you see the relays are in the way, so I might need to obtain a right angle drill to achieve this. So yeah guys, that's all we like. I'm trying to decide. Obviously I mean it's half like aesthetic but half like useful. Like even fully set, like it's not fully taut, so like that's where I'm confused. It's like, do I put it here because that's where it goes, or like it's just aesthetic, so like does that look better? That's kind of what I'm trying to decide in my head right now. But like literally, as you guys can see, this thing it's not large at all, and it's very tight, and it's crazy. So I'm gonna give you guys a rundown real quick of everything I kind of did to this. Obviously when I got this thing, you guys have seen it in the back of the videos forever, that red shell. Not this red, but it's just like a red gel coat. Whether it was sitting here, it moved all 3 spaces. It used to be where the oven was. It was back here, tucked away. Like literally 70% of these boxes in bins are just parts for this thing. And it's like, it's been a long process getting this done. It's literally building an entire car from scratch. You got the frame and a steering wheel, put it together with just a box of stuff and a manual I found at the bottom of the last box that I happened to find last. So that's what we've been doing for the last like 3-some weeks. That's why we haven't been live and active. I just needed to get this done and get this out. It looks so good now, and now that it's summer and they can drive it. Took a minute, took a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of everything. I'll run over what we did to this. Obviously, this came in a red gel shell. It was supposed to be silver with an orange stripe. I sent them a couple trying to get ideas of how they wanted to build it. I sent them a red one. They said, no, we need to do that. There has been no red and black Cobra like kit cars, I personally feel, done correctly. It's very hard to find a nice red paint. This paint here is hot pepper red, or hot red pepper, off of a new Ford Ranger or Bronco. So unintentionally, at the end of this, I realized I put new style Ford paint on an old Ford Shelby kit car, and it kind of really pulls it together, gives it a new age look, and that's why in that we did have to go with the black accents. I powder coated these wheels black. Now you guys see kind of the reason why I got the oven, but powder coated these wheels black. Did all that. Not only that, Ashley went through, powder coated the center caps, the lug nut covers, windshield frame. I took that all apart. We had to powder coat the bezels for the headlights, the spacers for the quick jacks themselves. Again, another ring on the turn signal. Coming over here, I had to disassembling this windshield. It's the side frame, the top piece, the weather stripping out. There's screws in it. You got to take that out, take the whole frame apart, get the glass out. And obviously be careful with that. These things are known to crack like easily. So we did all that. Took this mirror completely apart. It's there's 1, 2, 3 pieces in here. A giant stud that goes through there. This is another piece. This is a piece, and the base is also a piece we powder coated. So just in this, it's like an 8-piece mirror, but 3-piece powder coat. Roll bar that kind of came the way it was. Literally took it out, put it back in. Didn't do much to it. It just needed to be removed so I could put the body on and then just put it back in. So that's all we did to that. This right here, all of the kind of like fancy like decorative rings with the rubber spacers that go around, the holes drilled into the body, all these were like polished, so powder coated those black. Coming back here too, I got to polish this portion of the trunk still, and right between the backs. Powder coated, took the license plate holder apart, powder coated this. However, because like I said, this is a Cobra, this is a replica kit car. This thing is, there's some classic to it. You gotta pull that classic look into these old things. There's a lot more to building things, whether it's a car, a Jeep, a truck, anything. There's a lot more to it than you guys just think. It's not just all slapped together and it's gonna look good. You gotta play it out, you gotta play with history, you gotta play with how the cars were designed, stuff like that. That's how they turn out super clean. And I think this turned out to be one of the cleanest one ever, because no one has used this beautiful red paint before. And not to mention, I also did this unintentionally, but it looked good. I spent a lot of time picking the paint for this. So it looks like red with black stripes, right? You guys are obviously looking like at this. Excuse all the dust and pollen on this, even though I just polished this whole car out. But you got the red paint, and you come over to the black here. Try to get you one that there's not really any pollen on, but you can see the particle size. Hold on, let me flip the screen. But you can see the particle size of that black. Well, the particle size of this black matches the particle and pearl metallic size of the red. We spent a lot of time picking these paints. So right now in the sun, it flows through, and all it does is transform from literally hot pepper red to black meat Kettle GM black paint. Now I could have used PXR, Chrysler paint, or I don't really know about a metallic black Ford paint, but we spent a lot of time going under the camera and deciding that these two pearls in metallics in these paints right here had the same identical size. So we did, like, the details go deep on this car, like really deep, like, even, like I said, even the same size in that. I mean, we went deep on this, guys. The side vents, because I know I'm coming over this side, the side vents aren't done yet. Like I said, this car is 100% silicone rivets and other stuff. Well, they wanted you to silicone the vents in. Doing that, to me, I tried it, not too good. Really not that good. So I'm gonna figure out an alternative way to get those mounted. Honestly, because it's raw fiberglass inside of the body. I think I'm gonna use that fiberglass like filler to like attach it to the inside, because that stuff hardens immediately. It's not gooey, it doesn't like stretch. It'll just be stuck there. We also installed these 4-point harnesses here. I asked them if they wanted the 4 or the 5, and they wanted the 4, so I put the 4-point harness in. Whew. Obviously, we laid all the carpet. There was this molding here. Not really a molding, but this upper piece here that goes underneath the door, that was sheet metal. Had to get that put in. I could go on for days. I know I've just been sitting here talking and going over this whole thing, but it's like, as each day went by, I did see progress. But as soon as like the car was kind of looking like this, it was just tedious thing after tedious thing after tedious thing after tedious thing. It's like, okay, here's a body. Why are the headlights and taillights? Well, it's crazy because here, let me show you these. Okay, so we're gonna turn. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're gonna turn. Here's your turn signals. There's left. Here's right. There's also a hazard button over there. This is your high beams and low beams. If you turn these on, there's your headlights. There's your high beams. So there's that. But it's actually crazy because like you're just given the lights, and each light is just different, because it's like you can't, we tested this out for hours. It's like you can't give the turn signal light also a brake function. However, there's 2 lights that both need to have running lights. One needs to be brake, one needs to be turn, and there's like 3 wires in the harness on the vehicle. So doing that, jumping them, grounding them, doing all that, getting those all to work as they should, that took a minute. This was a cool thing to do. However, now I did it once, I don't think I'll ever do it again. Factory 5 has some cool like trucks. They got some cool truck build like kit cars. But going through this, it is very sweet to like literally build a car from nothing. You know, going through it again, it's like the truck from Factory 5, it opened my eyes. I'm like, that thing's sick. That's build plans, but it's like the money you put into it and all that. It's like, and then the time and the effort and the labor, it's like, I think I'm gonna pass. So yeah, guys, like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, that's what I've been doing for 3 weeks. You know, just look at this thing. This thing is so satisfying. It's so clean. It's so unique. And it's just different because you've never seen this car or this style car look like this. Quick timeline here for you guys before we go. The next video you guys will see, I 100% promise you, 100. That 7.3 is going to have the injectors in it. I will say I would like to finish it in that video too. I got to paint 2 more things. Exhaust is polished. You'll actually see that in the next video. It's already recorded. Recorded that like 2 weeks ago. But the exhaust is polished. That's going to get thrown on. Injectors are going to go in. 2 things need painted. The bumper needs adjusted. The rear bumper needs adjusted. I just slapped it on there to get it out of my way, but he's tilted down so the body lines are straight. And I still got a surprise for that unit. Literally 6 people know about. And it's gonna smack. It's absolutely just gonna smack on this thing. And yeah, so the next video, I promise The injectors will be in and the exhaust should be on. I don't want to start that truck until the exhaust is on after the injectors are in. So I think we're gonna do the injectors and we're gonna install the exhaust in the next video. It's gonna be high energy, it's gonna be high impact. I got a huge weight off my shoulders with that car. Like I said, that's a full build. Like, that's a full build. Assembling a car from scratch is insane. It's a lot of work, but now put all that work on your shoulders and it's always in the back of your head. Lifting that off is absolutely unreal. So I can't wait to get going on the 7.3 again. We're gonna knock that thing out in no time. And there's a lot more to come that you guys don't even know about. Trust me. Trust me. It's so much more fun and rewarding than building a damn brand new truck, because the new trucks to me, it literally ain't even worth it. So guys, if you are excited for what's to come, shoot this video a thumbs up. If you enjoyed this video, shoot a thumbs up too. If you haven't been here before, please get down there, click subscribe. Drop me a comment if you haven't already. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next one.